All right, happy Monday, everyone. I'm going to go through what I feel was some of our good moments of possession, provide one learning moment, and then just kind of break down some good things that happened, and obviously look to how do we learn from them and repeat them. This will most likely be a little bit longer than some of the other ones. So it's going to be just straight kind of going through some moments here. This is probably early on our best moment. So really looking at how we build, starting from the back, and we're able to penetrate their back line. Show good patience. Lee finds the space. Boom, pulls a player out. We keep them. Look at their defenders keep moving and shifting. Tally carries forward, and this is important. So as Tally carries forward, squeezes the line, Sid's free, and we've pulled their outside back forward, and Maya's in behind. So as we watch again, I think it's important as we kind of look at these is look at the details. And as we kind of start to fade and we get tired, the details go missing. So then our consistency goes missing. So boom, Lee drifts off. Tally drops and gets good depth. This pass then attracts them forward. And then watch Tally. If she would have passed it here, we were in trouble. But she keeps dribbling, pulls that girl in. Their outside back doesn't know who to take. She's dropped, doesn't really know what to do, caught in space. And Sid plays a fantastic ball in behind, and then Maya's going. And yeah, their right back was quick. But we still were able to cause her problems. Another one is, again, looking at the central buildup. So we talk a lot about it, especially in this early phase. Can we get the ball in the middle of the field? Just gives us more options. Lee does a good job of turning, carrying the game forward. We're just playing here, playing in the middle a little bit longer to get them to squeeze. Now Ty has a bunch more space to carry forward, central penetration. And even if, hey, they got a poke, we're playing still. We still have the ball. Now look to see how the space starts to open up. Where do you think the space is after all that play on the right side? She even points, and now we've got isolated 1v1 on this side. So if we look at it again, the key thing here is that we have to recognize that we start on this space, we've circulated the ball, we've hit the middle space, we start to play a lot on the right side. So collectively, we have to figure out solutions and be ready to move the ball to the other side. I think at times on Saturday, we got stuck on the same space a lot, which then makes it easier for them to defend us. So watch. We kind of keep probing. Ansley carries forward, plays in. We're still not on. And now this is that recognition. All right, let's head the other way. Fantastic depth from the back three. And this gives us this space. 1v1 outside back versus our wing back. So this is something where we're going to look at kind of a growth area. So this is where we get stuck. We probably overplay the same space. We overplay the same players. And then we get really easy for us to get pressed, and it just is slow. And obviously we dodged a bullet here. But right here, everyone here, it's 3v3. We should automatically be figuring out how do we get the heck out of here. It's still 3v3. We stay a little bit too long. And then now we've attracted more over. So here we should still been able to deal with it. That striker, that winger was fast, but still looking at it, that was an example of how we just caught making the same passes. So what are some of our solutions? Tally could drop deeper when she gets the ball, played back to her, so there's more space for the pressure to go. Obviously a tighter first touch from Sydney possibly gives us more solutions. But here we're really locked in. Can Lee uncover herself in that middle space? They do a good job of locking us in. We'll, to be fair to them, you guys even solve it here really well. But where do we find the space to get out? Ball kind of slows as number 12, who's quick, comes across. Another positive, again, showing that central buildup. So we start on the right side. Can't find a good way. Now we're starting to get our shape. That's the important thing. And this is the important difference now. Lee carried through the middle. What did that winger do? She squeezed in, which finds that space out wide. Same thing. Now Ty can carry forward and we can go. And if we're looking at habits and kind of what makes us easier to defend, especially as we're moving the ball and switching the point, the more we start to run sideways with the ball, the easier it is for them to start progressing and ready to press us with. So as she's going, look at them all shift. The moment Lee comes in the middle, what does 12 do? She comes inside. So Tally would have been free. We could have kept playing out here. But still, Ty still has plenty of space. She can carry forward. Is able to eliminate that defender and try to find a penetrative pass. Another central build moment. This was off the kickoff after our second goal. Here we try to penetrate. Kaylee goes, no. Now Lee steps into the midfield. She's looking. She stays in the middle longer. Able to find that ball into that space, inside. Now what I like about this is Hillis is now starting to see the space and make the run in behind. So because maybe Ansley's a little bit deeper, we don't get that penetrative run, so Hillis does it. Creates that cutback cross, and it's defended pretty well from their end. So watch. We look. We try to play forward. We're trying to find a solution. Boom, it's a little bit tougher, so we decided to reset. And then Lee stays in the middle. She doesn't automatically just play it wide. Finds the penetrative pass. And now Hillis sees the space and attacks. And some of this movement's okay. We need that, especially when we were chasing the game, to be a little bit more adventurous with our movement in behind. Cut back, and we're there. We'd probably want to have more numbers in the box than we did, but still the idea was good. Okay. A positive being, I thought Lauren did a really good job on making saves, finding the quick distribution out to our wingback so that we could break and go. And here's an example of that. She finds Sydney with a ton of space. AB makes that run in behind the defender. Now Maya makes the next run behind the center back. And now, if you look at this, we have 2v2. Center back and their outside back versus our Kaylee and Maya. So here's that benefit. Look at that. They're struggling to get back. Sydney does a good job of taking the space. Their right back is worried about Maya. So then AB runs in behind her. And now Maya's going to run behind the center back. So well done. And now we have 2v2. And Maya does well defensively. And we have an almost moment there. So girls, I mean, like if we're asking for matchups to have a 2v2 heading towards the goal, it's a pretty good moment. Win it and switch it. Like I said, we've gotten better. We struggled with this, especially, again, at moments. But here's a good example. If we've won the ball, and now this allows us to start getting our shape. Get the ball out to Sydney. Sydney finds that pass. Maya had her in her back pocket a lot of the day. Again, we chose to penetrate, and that it makes sense. But you also know that there's other places that we could have kept playing. So if we watch again, this is the habit, though, all right? We work hard. We got numbers around the ball. Kaylee recognizes this is not a place to play. Boom, when we go, quicker. Increase the rhythm here. The faster we can go, Cindy could probably even get a little bit higher, but Lee puts a good pass that puts her into space, and then we're there, and we're playing forward. So a good example of that.